Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Texas, MUTMen Podcast, episode 150. And we are in the wasteland with my man Gutfoxx, man. Where you at? Where you located?
I'm in a town that has a nuke in it. I guess, what would you title a town with a nuke in it, Tex?
Russia.
Well played. I'm in Nuketown in the third Fallout. Oh, wait. Do they know? Is that breaking the fourth wall if I call it by its video game name?
No, that's fine. The third Fallout? It's called Fallout?
Yeah. What about you?
I am just wandering around with a tornado in the background of some broken cities. So just in the wasteland. Just in the Mojave wasteland. Yeah,
we're across the country from each other, aren't we?
Man. What do they say in Fallout? Patrolling the wasteland makes you wish for a nuclear winter? Know what they be saying? Like, you wish to die because you got to work and walk around nothing? That makes no sense.
Yeah, only the dead are resting, right? Right.
So, any text message before we get into the agenda and to the what?
So I've been stockpiling text messages because like you keep saying you're gonna talk about it and you're gonna talk about it.
All right. Well, here's the agenda. Here's the agenda text. We got the patch, Super Bowl content. We're gonna talk about Team of the Year and our final ratings for that in the limited event. Let's get right into the patch. I'm just kidding. Text message us.
All right. So since I have lived a wonderful life, I'd say so far, I'll tell you some stories about like me back in college.
Ooh.
Me back in college. This is a funny story. I tell my friends all the time. So I had just gotten off work. This is one of the days where I worked at Taco Bell growing up, and I used to work there from basically like 6 p.m. till like 4 a.m. Keep in mind, it's Taco Bell 24 hours. They just were incompetent to the point where that we would close at 12, and then the store would be dirty, so we had to clean the entire store from 12 to 4.
Wow, 4 hours to clean a night? That's
insane.
Yeah,
basically they were terrible, terrible people. So I get back to school at like 5 in the morning, and then this is the reason why I flunked out of college, because like I didn't go to my English class in the morning, because why? I had to be in the class, but I didn't go. But that's neither here nor there. So one of these days I get back early because like I just leave. I don't stay. I'm leaving at midnight. I'm not staying up. It's not what we're doing. And so I get back to the school, and apparently it's like an event going on. And people were just going back to their dorms. And I remembered that I had left my wallet in my dormitory. And the reason why that's important is because you have to have a fucking card to get into your dormitory or call the RA and pay a fine. And so I didn't want to call and pay a fine. And
of course not.
I didn't have my at the time, I didn't have a cell phone because that's another story from the time. And so I saw this girl running into the building trying to get in to swipe her card, and I ran up so I can make sure. I told her to hold the door for me as I was running up to her, and she freaked the fuck out. Dog, like she looked like she had seen like a ghost. Like she was startled. She panicked. She opened the door and then just flung open the. No. She flung it open. This happened twice, by the way. This me running up on women and having them act weird. But this one, she opened the door and just ran the fuck upstairs. Right?
Just randomly. Okay.
Yeah. It happened twice to me, bro. Racism twice. But then again, it's also night, and I can't get mad at it because like I'm a big black guy. But so this girl ran up the stairs and then was running down the hallway. And the story's funnier because if you looked at this chick, she's a girl who doesn't run at all. She was probably pushing 200 pounds.
Okay.
Like
so
5'1", 200 pounds.
If you're actually chasing a target, she wouldn't be it.
No. One thing, if I was going to chase her, I would have caught her. But I wasn't seeking that night because I mean, like, not that special. It was really uncomfortable because like I get up the stairs and she's looking back like somebody's chasing her with a knife. It's just running, like booking it down the hallway. But she's like, keep in mind, like it's only one flight of stairs that I walk up. Like she's only halfway down the hall and I'm already up the stairs. Like she wasn't running that fast. Like it could have been had if I had wanted it. Just saying. But that's not what happened. But no, so it happened
like O.J. Simpson,
basically.
Or Simpson. Like if I this is how I would have murdered him if I did.
Yeah. This is how I'm not gonna say the word. I'm not trying to get in trouble. But no, so then I want to say like a couple nights later, the same thing happened where I didn't have my wallet on me, and then this another girl did the same thing. Except this girl was bold as fuck. She closed the door on me, bro. She turned around and then pulled the door closed. I'm like, I go to school here. And that's kind of how it concluded. So
yeah, no, I will say I've done the same thing to people outside of my locks. It's called basic security, Tex.
Okay.
You know, if you don't have rules, our society falls to madness. If somebody doesn't follow the rules, It doesn't understand that they need their key. I'm just kidding. That's I mean, but I could totally see somebody do that. Like there's, you know, they preach it over and over in secure facilities, not to let people walk in behind you, because that's, you know, what they end up taking advantage of, and then all of a sudden you got yourself a situation on your hands with Tex in there, and all of a sudden, who knows what happens when you get into strange buildings, Texas. Maybe you'll just go and try and do, like, squats in random places.
I just don't know what they think I'm going to do. I'm in my Taco Bell uniform, bro. I'm in an apron with beans on it, a purple
That's how they
shirt,
get you.
and a hat.
You know, Jeffrey Dahmer, one of his victims escaped one time and ran up to the cops, and then Jeffrey Dahmer just was like, hey, he's just my boyfriend. Let me get him back to him. And the cops just gave him the victim back.
I mean, that's just bad police work, though, bro. That's like
that's
something you see in the movies.
It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter. People need to be aware. Stranger danger.
Right? I was watching Spider-Man, right? Amazing Spider-Man with the too handsome, not too nerdy. What's that boy's name? You know what I'm talking about? Andrew Garfield.
The new one? Oh, okay.
Andrew Garfield, right? So 100 people on the bridge in New York plus a bunch of cops say, yo, this guy transformed into a lizard. You might want to check this out. And then Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, goes to the police commissioner and say, hey, this guy's turning into a lizard. You should stop him. And he's like, nah, that didn't happen. I'm like, what kind of lazy police work is this? Do your job.
Yeah,
That's what it reminded me of.
All right, here's the thing about doing your job. Many people don't want to. And we deal with a company that doesn't like to do their job.
I can't argue against that. You're right. That is unrefutable. You win. You won. Good talk.
On that point, the patch today.
Yeah.
Oh, AKA yesterday when this gets out. Should we go through the whole notes, or just the parts that we find interesting?
Let's go through the whole. It's like 5 notes. Let's go through all.
Yeah,
that's
true.
This patch was supposed to, I think people were anticipating this patch should be like a big patch, and I saw literally like 3 things that may be actually good. Not even good. 3 things that actually out of the 5 that are like, okay, at least they addressed it fine.
Here's the good things about this patch.
It came out.
The what?
It came out.
It came out. The motion freeze glitch is fixed. That's number 1 for me. Amazing job, amazing way. So Texas, tell me, is YouTube good or bad for Madden? Because I exposed that glitch on YouTube, and 2 weeks later, it's fixed. Is YouTube good or bad for Madden?
It's good for Madden for that reason alone, because it forces developers to actually fix some of the stuff. Because if let's say 500,000 people play this game and 10,000 people are using that glitch, right?
Yep.
And then that's not that many in the grand scheme of things. But you put it on YouTube, and all of a sudden, through word of mouth, it goes up to 50 to 100,000. Then they gotta fix. So I like it when they have to be forced to do something because of the fact that it shouldn't have been in the game in the first place. And so I like YouTube forcing developers to actually get out there and work on issues that they probably were going to postpone until next year.
Couldn't agree with you more, Tex, because they had known about this issue since August and stuff. So
yeah, so if you put that out, they weren't going to patch it then, because since
August they've known about that. It's been reported to them.
How many patches have been in the game since August?
Like 5 or 6.
So yeah, if it didn't, and I understand they schedule these things.
There's been small ones, so yeah, I don't know if I can count those.
But yeah. Okay, well, little title updates here and there. But
yeah, they're all technically title updates, what they call them, because patching means it's broken and they don't want to admit to it, probably.
That proves your point, though. If you put that video out in August, it probably got to fix in September. But because they were forced to fix it here because of your video, that's really good for the for everybody. So now you got to go online and play against the guy doing that, which allows your gameplay experience to be better.
Texas, what do you think about the video I did on the field goal block glitch that they ended up not patching that is good for solos and grinding solos because that just makes solo battles top 100 even harder. What do you think about that? Where I exposed a good solo secret that not a lot of people knew of.
See, that one I don't mind you exposing because for one they did patch it recently, and in the last patch or 2 patches ago reversed it.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. Yeah.
And so I'm cool with it because I know they don't want people doing that at all, but to even the playing field, because if you're playing solo battles straight up and you give up 50 yards, that's gonna make a difference between you getting top 100 or nothing, or just basically ultimate rewards. So now that it's a level playing field, everybody can do it. So I'd rather them go back and take it out of the game because instead of having people basically get 15 interceptions and like 10 sacks a game and allow negative yards. But now that everybody knows about it, I think that's better for the grant for everybody as a whole. So because if you're good at it, you can go ahead and get more coins because of it. So and then once it goes away, then all of a sudden, if you're running something on defense that's getting stops anyway, now you're gonna have an advantage of those guys that are only used to that one play.
Agreed. Like, knowledge is power, and it is a weird thing that like people want to like gatekeep knowledge. You're like, no, not more people should know about this because it's my secret, and I've been running it, and I've been getting top 100 weekend league and solo battles and stuff. So I prefer. That's why I do it, right? To get the knowledge out, to have a good YouTube channel, so I hope people appreciate that. I'm glad that they fixed that patch. The knowledge out there, EA. So I got to give them kudos for that, for fixing it so quick, based off the YouTube video, but not kudos based off how long they've known about it. So the second thing, the Vic thing, the increased passing accuracy and throw power penalties when wildly dropping back very far behind the line of scrimmage and throwing across the quarterback's body.
That's so specific.
Yes,
such a specific phrase. It could have just been rolling back and throwing the ball down the field while you're running backwards.
They did add a few like adjectives right there, if I know my words.
So like, does it not apply if you throw on the run? So if I run to the right and throw to the right, that's fine. If I throw across my body, it's an issue.
MUTLeaks put out a thing. Let me find it. Let me find the link here quick. I'm on Twitter. So they did a few different accuracy penalties to moving and whatnot. So move accuracy penalty minimum went up. Move behind angle penalty doubled. Which I'm guessing is like moving backwards, or maybe move behind the line of scrimmage angle penalty went backwards for throwing on a run off angle. They move uncontrolled angled penalty went up. Inaccurate angle penalty went up. Throw power penalty went up on the move, or move power penalty. Move random penalty also went up. So quite a few things got changed from one version to the next. On this scrambling behind the line of scrimmage. So it obviously hit a lot of things, and I don't think it's just at that one angle that it hit, but like just overall behind the line of scrimmage, moving and running fast and throwing off balance, maybe even under pressure, is going to get a lot worse, and that's very huge for the game, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. See how it plays though, because like I don't know why they had to double these things up, because these things they're already negative as it is. But the fact that they can still complete passes, so I haven't seen it in practice just yet, but I'm pretty sure somebody figured something out, because it was rampant that dudes just roll that way and just throw the ball, because who cares at that point? I think what should really be kind of triggered there would be like more stuff on the catching side, because I've seen some ridiculous catching animations, like high point passes on that shit where guys just throw the ball and it's like, all right, this should not be caught by anybody, but it is. So I guess getting rid of half of the problem is going to be good, because guys may not try it as much in the future, but this game is still wonky, and I'm pretty sure that we'll end up seeing something else that comes out that's going to probably end up being the new
I mean, obviously there's still a lot of issues with the game, like that whole, like, when you get tackled and fall to the ground, then get back up and run still there. But you're right about the high point. Like, they didn't touch that at all. Like, we've been angrily complaining about how powerful high point passes are. There's no notes about high point passes. MUTLeaks hasn't shown anything about high point passes. And then like aggressive catching too has been an issue for us. Now, like there's different things where you could talk about. Like, all right, so in the NFL, players make plays. Like this is what I want. I want EA to talk to us. What kind of game do they want? All right, that's what's most important. Do they want a game like that may be more fun, where you throw up deep bombs, make a play, maybe your receiver makes a play on the ball, maybe you got Megatron, you got Moss. It makes sense that they'd be able to get those aggressive catches downfield, because that was their game. Do you want it to be an NFL simulator like that? Do you want this game to be a competitive game where plays like that require no user input skill to get rewarded? That's a different game altogether. It's like, if EA lays out their vision for what the game is going to be, that's what I want to see. That I want to see what do they imagine their game. Obviously they have their different modes. It's not, I mean, there's a little bit of difference between arcade and competitive, but competitive's gone more arcade version. So that's ideally what happens. Like, I don't love guys throwing into coverage and not getting punished. Like, I think that's the worst. That and crossing routes right now, I think, are the biggest scourge online, like most frequent scourge. I just want bad plays to be punished. What do you think, Tex?
I'm right there with you because, like, I was playing a guy earlier who was just throwing the ball into traffic, and just like everything that my guys would just bat the ball into the air, not catch the pick. I'm just like, but then I throw a bad pass and it gets picked off. It's just the inconsistencies when it comes to that, and also the high point passes can be. I don't mind if Tyreek Hill, even though it's ridiculous when he gets out here and makes a dumb catch in traffic like that, because it's not his game.
He's got 95 spec. Don't he got that high end animation?
I got
Let me check. I think he does. Go on.
But like, I'm cool with like that. It's just when there's no interaction that you can get on defense to force that ball loose. If he's gonna go up there and expose his body, I should be able to take his legs out. But because of the collisions that we're not getting, we don't like the big collision. We don't see as much. If a guy goes up and he tries to go for a high point pass, my safety should be able to fucking hit him in the knees and then flip him in the air. I don't. But the fact that you go up there and catch it and come down with it, and there's nothing you can do about it, even if you have a user there, is so annoying.
Yeah, I think the lack of animation or interaction is oftentimes an issue that we all complain about, and I completely agree with you there. And like maybe it has to do with like the inputs and them not recognizing it, because they have different like break passes. Like we do get those cut out from underneath type of animations, but most of the time you get that shitty one where they go up, grab the ball, and then you wrap him by the waist and like bring him down, all comforting like a baby. Yeah. And then it's like, all right, that's a catch. That's bullshit. I hate that one. And then like other random times you do sweep the leg. So if there's a way for EA to put like a sweep the leg animation button in, or like a better way of doing, like, I don't know if you got to hit R1, because hitting X is not the move to SWAT, because you get those terrible animations for SWAT. Going up for the pick gets you like it feels like the similar animations to going for a SWAT sometimes. And then you hit A to play the guy, and it's like, I don't know if what the most effective against like, doesn't matter my stats. Like they've talked about like what you should do for certain situations, like for like different, like if you want to play the body, do A. If you want to SWAT, go X. Like if you want to strip out R1. But like, could you tell us like what's the best success chance for like which scenario? Like lay out that kind of thing for us, so that way we know. Like if it's a one-on-one deep, if your safety's coming from like a cover 2 to the sideline to kind of like interact a guy like on like a fade route almost, should I hit A? Should I go for like a hit stick like New Orleans? Or sorry, like I'm Rams against New Orleans, just hit stick before the ball gets there? Should I hit A to try to get a play the body, X, Y? Maybe that's too complicated, but it'd be nice to know what's the most effective way of getting that ball out of their hands, especially in the end zone, high points to the back of the end zone. Yeah. What do you think, Tex?
I agree with that, just knowing which button is the best one to press in a situation, and just also just giving us more control as a defense. This game's so offensive heavy, it's ridiculous. Like, the fact that you know a high point pass is coming in the red zone, and if you have two guys over there, the guy still has like a 50% chance of catching that pass. Like, what? And it's because like one of the guy gets the interaction, and then you're either your user or the CPU's just standing there. How about you fucking try to take his helmet off? Like, do something. So we just need a little bit more like collisions. But like defense in this game has just been an issue when it comes to just like how the physics interact. Like, I never trip on offense when I'm running the ball, but on defense, I trip trying to stop the run.
Yeah, I do notice that. Or getting an interception, no matter what's happening, you're going to trip right after that interception, it feels like.
Yeah, it's just like, so it's just like playing defense is really hard, especially with the crosses you mentioned earlier. Like, if a guy knows what he's doing, he can pretty much just run that the entire game, and then you can't do really anything about it. Especially if they know how to do that fucking spy looping 3-man pass rush blitz that confuses your AI out front. I was playing a guy doing that earlier today, where he would
out of 4-3 normal.
Yeah, it was a 4-3 normal. I think it was 4-3 normal. It was running cover 4. He would spy his defensive end, and then like he would get these really good like animations with his other guys. And then sometimes like a defensive tackle would come in slowly, and then he would like both my guard. I have a 96 overall center and a 98 overall guard. And they just don't block him. They're just like, wait, what? I'm supposed to block that guy? Ha ha ha! So like when you play against guys that have that type of knowledge, that's when it gets like annoying, because it's like I can play effectively but if these guys are basically exploiting stuff in the game that you may not know how to prevent, it's just like, why even play at that point?
The block shed D. Maybe I should do a video on it. Somebody's asked me to,
I was getting so mad. I'm like, why aren't y'all double teaming? Why is it one-on-ones? Because when they double team, I have time in the pocket. But when they don't double team, I'm like, well, this is going to be a sack.
Yeah, they shift and slant their line over in that 4-3. Yeah, maybe I can take a look at doing a video on that for people on the channel. Yeah, because it is taking over now.
It's popular.
Basically, yeah, that and then like sending 7, right?
Yeah, well, I don't mind sending 7 because like you only can block 7 at most. I don't mind that at all because like that's real football. If you go have 3 routes.
Well, it's not really because of how powerful users are.
True. Yeah,
like that's why you can send 7 consistently in Madden because you can basically go hash mark to hash mark in 1/10 of a second and then pick a ball. Either you can play a drag. Like last time I streamed, what was it, Tuesday? I played a drag with, I think it was Ed Reed. I think I was using Ed Reed. I played a drag. He threw a post route and I fucking picked it off at the line of scrimmage with Ed fucking Reed. It's not like I'm old school Julius Pepper 6'7" out here jumping things. And I was like, wow, that was absolutely disgusting. I feel terrible for my opponent, but I'm still going to try and return this for a touchdown.
Hey, that's what Gunslinger is. Don't put the Gunslinger over there.
True. I said, I kind of speculated, like, did he throw a low pass there? He might have thrown a low pass at that point to let me pick that, but it was so rude. I apologize to, he wasn't, I don't know, nobody because he wasn't listening. But I just felt like, oh, this is fucked up. All right, the rest of the patch. They improved special teams. Basically, everybody's going to hit Y now. Sky kick, for some reason, when you sky kick it, it hits the jet stream, even in a dome, and the ball goes out of the back of the end zone. So they basically took away kickoffs. Like, how lazy...
Wait. If you sky kick the ball, it goes out of the back of the end zone?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. So if I sky kick the ball...
Yep.
How does that make any sense?
I don't know the answers to these questions. I just asked them.
Fox.
What?
How? I'm baffled. I'm like, you said catch is a jet stream. I'm like, is it about to go like hit like a guy like so? Okay.
I was joking about that. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that because I didn't get to watch the video just yet.
Oh yeah, catch up on Gutfoxx on YouTube. He goes over a little bit of this stuff. What's that?
See that plug right there?
Yeah, there it is. Woo! Cross-platform. Oh yeah, we need more views on YouTube. Man, this shit's really bad right now. The view difference between this podcast and all the other videos that we do. Dex.
Hey, I mean,
what's the deal? People listen to this. What's the deal?
People love this too. We start doing it mad, but like, I know what it is. I'm telling you, we got to just buy some bots, pull a J-mail, and just fucking
stop. Cut that out of the podcast. Tex, you don't. Stop with the drama.
What do you mean?
Stop.
What do you mean?
Let's move on.
All right. I should have said pull it to consciousness.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends and to start watching. All right. That's what we'll say. All right. Or else this shit's going away. That's what we'll say.
Yes.
It'll be a vague threat, but not really
It'll be
vague.
Like one of those going out of business sales that stay for 6 years.
We're always going to. Hey, that's gotta be a running joke on this podcast. All right. Our last Well, every single podcast we'll say it's our last podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
Last podcast.
Until the next one.
The penultimate podcast. Just keep doing fucking this.
Yeah, we'll say penultimate at the end of the episode, maybe. But anyways, all right. On today's last episode of the MUTMen podcast, they also removed any chance for a kick block if the jump snap mechanic on defense is mistimed to be early on comp and simulation game styles. So arcade, you can still do it, I guess, but this will prevent defensive users from spamming the button until the snap. I think I've had like one kick blocked in the last like 3 months, and that's just because I got myself a focus kicker, and now I don't miss field goals. Mm-hmm. So I see it for like competitive, like because it's harder to hit those field goals when you got worse kickers and like salary cap, draft champions, that kind of stuff. Did you get any kick blocks?
Only if I don't get perfect, but that's just because like I don't be paying attention sometimes.
True.
But it happens only really over in draft. All my opponents typically come out in just like cover 3. Or just come out of just a basic coverage in case for the field goal block or anything.
Fair enough.
I haven't really had any issues with my shit getting blocked. It's been blocked. I blocked one recently. I think my opponent's blocked one against me, but I usually hit perfect. I've just been... Sometimes you just lapse and just fucking hit it too early and hit it too late.
True. But, yeah, so nice. Because I didn't really have any issue with that, but I'm sure others did. As for the pass coverage, here's the biggest issues we have with this patch besides for getting rid of kickoffs now. The cover 4 quarter... Now, they fixed the one error that I pointed out in my video early on in the year about the vertical against it in a trip set, but it still broke. They'll still trade off and allow you to get one-play touchdowns against them. So cover 4 quarters still broken and inconsistent, unfortunately. The Cover 6 can still get one played pretty easily. And then Cover 3 match. Also, here's my biggest issue with Cover 3 match. They say, here's the exact lines they say. I mentioned in the video today. Adjusted coverage logic for seam flat defenders in Cover 3 match so that they will properly match wheel routes that are run by a receiver at line in a slot position. I ran a 2x2 wheel route on a switch concept, and guess what happened? The switch concept, it's fucking terrible. Just ran right past them. And they specifically mentioned so they'll properly match wheel routes. They don't properly match wheel routes. What the fuck, Texas?
I'm confused though, because like Cover 3 properly matches wheel routes. So because Cover 3 match, like, what's the point then? Why? I don't get why they're trying to make Cover 3 match a thing. Just play man coverage.
Cover 3 match should be. I mean, it's better than man coverage because they'll have like. Because there's certain routes that beat man coverage and are designed to like rubbing and other things in the NFL and like kind of switch routes and stuff. So like there's different things that are designed to beat man coverage that you'd think Cover 3 match. And the reason it's in the game, the reason it's in real life football is that they can pass off coverage to make it easier to get better leverage on the receivers running these routes. So it's kind of like man coverage, but with like, hey, gotcha. I just switched, and now you're fucked, right? Running a corner like a post corner concept, and then they just like something like that, and then they kind of like lock it down better that way. So there's definitely reasons for different match coverages rather than just man coverage, and it's great in football and it works. But man, it seems like they have a long way to go, and it doesn't seem like the developers really care that much to make it like work until like they're called out by like Zan or other creators. Like they care enough, but it seems like they don't put enough thought or time into development. Does that seem right? Like to make it actually like 100% work?
Well, the fact that they're still going to and keep saying they're facing it and not, they're putting time into it. They're just not, I guess, putting it as they're not getting guys like you out there to kind of like show them that they're wasting their time.
But like they don't need guys like me. They literally pay people.
But if they put out a patch,
quality assurance.
If they don't pay those guys, they give them like free video games. They don't pay those guys. If they would pay somebody a paid position to like break this, then like because the fact you broke it, they spent probably what 3 months, not even probably last patch fixing this since you broke it the first time. Again, but he broke it again and within with 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Like the fact that you broke it that fast, like they're not really. They're putting it out. They're putting a patch up, but not actually. Like, it seems like anybody's testing it. It seems like they're going into it to stop one specific thing, and that one thing. And this is a Madden game where players are going to run different things to break certain things.
Yeah,
so they're putting time into it. They're just not putting time into the testing of it.
Yeah, they're not putting enough time or enough care into it. Like they're doing the minimum for the job and then shipping it. It feels like, and that's kind of like it's sad to see it because like. What you want to see with your games and your product, there's a lot of care into it, a lot of thought into it. Like, I'm playing out of the park baseball, and there's some shit that they put in the game, like, I'd never think to use in, like, a million years. Like I see suggestions on the forums, and, like, yeah, it's this feature right here. It's like, whoa, what the? It was, like, a super minor use case, and they already put it in. It's, like, it feels like those indie developers that really care about their product, and I'm not saying all indie developers care, but, like, there's some that you could tell really put that attention to detail, and, like, like, CD Projekt Red does that, and it like with EA, there's just that detail, that care for the small things doesn't seem to be there, whether it's the lack of time, lack of effort, lack of care. It just doesn't seem to be with Madden right now. Maybe since the old devs went away back in the day when they cared about making Madden great, and now it's kind of like, well, I'm getting a paycheck, so...
Just make MUT great, that's all that matters, really.
I mean, the different teams, yeah.
I mean, because the gameplay is like, obviously people want to play Madden online, but like that's not what makes them any money. MUT makes the money.
Well, MUT is based off gameplay, right? People are gonna stop playing. Like MUT's gonna stop being played like Tops is stop being played. Like the mobile MUT, like MUT numbers on mobile are down a lot, but they're still putting out great MUT content. But like, people will not play the game if the gameplay is not fun. I mean, it's just straight correlation to me. It's just smart business.
It'll get there eventually, but like as of right now, like I mean, I didn't see that post that said like EA, Madden, NFL Ultimate Team's like not even like a top 10 like moneymaker game.
Yeah,
which is crazy because like all the money they put into this, so maybe gameplay has something to do with it as well. But
absolutely.
Despite how bad gameplay is, people knowing that you can just get out here and high point pass with anybody, still be out here pulling packs for limited times is like why? You know the gameplay is bad, and that guy's gonna play just the same as this guy. So I don't know if it's like at the point where people are gonna stop playing right now because people are addicted to this mode. So maybe the next like 4 or 5 years might be the case. But as of right now, I think they can just keep putting out bad gameplay as long as they put out some fire content. That's why I think people are kind of angry right now, because while the gameplay is bad, there's no content to engage in.
Yeah. So I feel you, and I don't like the right now type of thing. Like I like looking future, and seeing like what's coming down the road, whether it's gonna be like greatness or kind of like catastrophe. It's hard to look at it and be like, from what we've seen, to be super optimistic. But here's the thing: when you really look back, and I've looked at the past few Maddens in my videos, like overall year to year, the game's getting better. Is it getting better fast enough? No. I'm sure somebody could argue yes. MUT is getting better, in my opinion, on some things, and then other things, it's getting worse. The gameplay, though, I guess you could say similar things, but overall, the gameplay is going up, but it's just slow. Like with the amount of people looking at this game, with the amount of people playing it, breaking it, to have all these things in it, and like some not fun mechanics and just cheap freaking tactics, it's tough. It's tough to keep going, and because with all the other time that we could spend on other AAA titles and even indie games, like I talked about, small Steam games take up time that are just phenomenal stuff. So, yeah, I guess at this point, do you think they're going to patch it again this year, or is this the last patch of the year?
This last tournament? Because the reason why I think they patched this is because they wanted to put that stupid-ass competitive tab in the game. So is this the last tournament, or no? You got one more?
I think there's another 2, maybe even. I could take a look. I'll Google it. Madden 19.
Probably one more patch. They still got to address high point passes.
So you think this was just like a get back from vacation, get something out quick to fix that thing, and then whatever else we had ships right now?
That's what I think. I think they wanted to get these because the fact that the competitive tab, like, I feel like they could just update this and all. Why does it take a patch to update that?
I don't know, because that's like MUT, and it seems like server-side content, right?
Yeah, so the fact that it was in the patch notes instead of just being MUT content, you're like, okay, so they actually they have to actually patch that onto the main screen so it stays there for the like watch on Twitch and all that shit.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why this patch came out, was because it's right before the competitive tournament goes and plays, so you can go and get your Twitch drops. The schedule event is here, so you can go ahead and see when so these things start on what, the 22nd, 23rd, 24th.
Yeah.
So they start what? Actually, I already started, didn't they?
So I think
January 30th.
There's the live final of the club championship is going to be the end of this month. Then they have the Madden Challenge in middle of March, and then they have the last live finals on April 20th. Prize pool is $5,000. What? Oh, then there's the Madden Bowl. I don't know when the fuck the Madden Bowl is. But anyways, that's kind of like that's not scheduled yet. Maybe. Anyways.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 things left.
Okay, so probably 2 more patches then, maybe 1 more after this one. But yeah, I this shit's so annoying. Like, they don't patch the game until they do something with competitive, which pisses me off. So annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying, man. And they don't even play on this patch either, which is even stupider.
They play on the last patch?
Don't they always play on the last patch?
I don't know how they do it anymore. I honestly don't really pay attention to competitive Madden. Maybe. I think people want to, but I don't know if they will be.
I just need
I know they pre-recorded it, right? They pre-recorded it for this week's content.
They probably already have, yeah. So they're probably playing in the old patch.
Yeah.
So I just need them in the future just to stop doing that. Just put patches out when they should be. I'll stop basing it around like tournaments and shit.
Do you think, is that why we got no content this week? Because they were working on the competitive tab?
We probably got no content this week because they got nothing playing.
Well, they obviously had to get this competitive stuff in the game. I mean, they already had a couple of.
That ain't the MUT guys though. That's,
well, who do you think is it? Who do you think puts it in the MUT?
The competitive team runs the competitive stuff, don't they? Like the MUT guys.
Yeah, but like they got to put the same developers to put it into the game mode.
Yeah, I don't think it takes.
Like, there's producers and developers.
Like, I don't think it takes much to put stuff in the game. I feel like the reason why we get no MUT content is probably because they redline and they trying to like get caught back up. I always assume that they're just behind. Because there's stuff that they could do to give us content. Like, we could still, like, they put into that. Look back to, like, what was that, like, August or September when the MUT Leagues posted that there was a Kim unlocked where you get tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and it's like, oh, we better get some Kim solos. We ain't got those yet. So, like,
yeah,
they could easily they could easily even do coiners for playoffs. So, like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't think it's anything to do with the competitive stuff because they said they got a bigger team or something along the lines like that where they got more hands on deck since they got more of they got different groups assigning different types of promo stuff, right? So it shouldn't be a lot of the same guys working on the same shit. It should be you work on this, you work on this, you work on this. So I just think they're redlining, or because it's that shitty ass vacation in the middle of the busiest MUT season.
Shitty ass.
Fucking stupid.
It's
how
holiday.
How do you take a vacation during the busiest MUT season? I don't give a damn. It's a MUT. Dog, take a holiday over the summer. Ain't shit going on.
They're building the new game this summer.
The game's already being built right now, actually, to be honest.
Well, yeah, the game's being built over the winter, too.
But no, if you go, you can't...
The MUT team, though. The MUT content.
You can't take vacation during the busiest time of the year. It's like Santa taking a vacation on Christmas, bro. What the fuck?
But he only works one night a year, though.
I'm just saying, though, imagine you say, well, I got these deer in an automatic system that can do it, so y'all, they got it. I'm going to go heck and eat cookies and chill. Like, no, you take vacations during the lulls. You take vacations in like September and like literally November through February should just be a no vacation zone.
True. March.
But you has to work.
April could be vacation time.
So yeah, so I guess
True.
like they're on vacation and now we're getting bad content, which is like worse than no content.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fair point. I disagree with your take on vacation. I think they definitely need to take vacation. I know you and I don't take vacation because we we're content creators, whatever. But
No. Yeah, see,
I do think people working for EA should definitely be allowed vacation, especially
I agree.
a holiday vacation.
I agree, but I worked at a warehouse and there were certain times of the year you could take vacation because like you're letting the team down at that point. And
True.
I don't want to be that guy and I said we pay their paychecks, but like we kind of pay their paychecks. And so like you should probably, if I'm gonna be home with if I'm gonna be home with my family and I expect these things to be out into the game for this time period because this is literally the busiest time of the NFL season. So at Target where I worked at, you couldn't take vacation in August or September because I was back to school, and you couldn't take vacation in November through Christmas because that's
Your big
Black
time.
Friday.
Yeah.
And you can take vacation any other time of the fucking year, but you cannot take vacation during those 4 months in total because if you take a vacation, they take a vacation, that's 2 people down, and you have to have at least 30 people on the shift, and so all of a sudden you're operating less efficiently, obviously. And so just like if you know that people are going to be at home, because like people were on break and nothing came out really.
But it's not just vacation for Target or those, not to get too off our topic. Like they hire seasonal help too, so like they need more help during that time of season. So it's not like they can't offer you vacation and hire a temp to do your job for a little bit. It's that they just don't want to. Like let's be realistic. EA is literally just photoshopping cards and putting +1 stats on cards already in the game and calling it content. Yeah. Like that shit I could have done this 6 months ago. They literally could have made every single MUT card for the whole year outside like Team of the Week, Team of the Year.
I was about to say the same exact thing. They could literally just do it's like probably 1,000 MUT cards, just do 1,000.
I think there's like 2,000. Yeah,
yeah.
Literally could have done it during the summer.
People who are likely to get upgrades and just upgrade them all the way and just kind of drop them to the game. Like that's simple as hell.
So let's not be like they have to be here. They can take vacation because they can do their entire job like ahead of time.
Oh, no, I guess you can do the job ahead of time, but like you don't take a vacation and not give us any content when people are actually home to play. I'm so annoyed that people like this Team of the Year event should have come out last week because people weren't back in school yet.
Oh, good point.
So now people are back in school and they can't actually play these 10 games because they got homework. They got a bunch of shit they got to do.
Yeah.
So it's just like, why? Why'd you wait till this week? I know people were back in school last week.
I think it's probably because people were yelling at them for content. This is all they could do on a short notice.
Like, yo, man, like it's just all about timing things out perfectly. The shit should have came out last Wednesday, so people who actually weren't that had time to play, people who were still maybe were home on vacation from work, could have a chance to play, or maybe drop on the weekend of last week so people could play on the weekend. But now you got it on a fucking weekday, and if I got a paper due, I'm gonna be tempted to not do the paper for a shitty 95 nat. I don't know. I'm just mad.
So I want to hear that. Yeah, I know. I agree with you. I want to hear your take. There is a game channel, I won't say who put out a video saying we've got enough content. Because we got Team of the Year, and we got a bunch of cards ever since they came back from vacation. Like, what do you think? What do you think about that whole total number of cards argument in the past month versus like other months being pretty similar? And so we should be happy with the content that we got so far.
I don't care about cards coming out. I don't care about we got 50 cards, so that should be enough. There's nothing to do in MUT to have fun. That's the biggest complaint I have. We can get we don't gotta get daily content, right? But like the fact that there's no quick sells, the fact that there's no like solo challenges that you can do besides solo battles occasionally, the fact that like a lot of the limited time players and the team of the year players for that matter are like impossible to pull out of packs. It's just like there's not fun to be had. I think that's what the major issue is. It's not about the lack of content, it's the lack of fun.
Yeah.
Where are our flashback packs at? Where the hell are our motivators at? Where the hell are our throwbacks at? Like, what do they have planned? We don't even get, like, rising stars anymore. I know some people are going all in on theme teams. I could use a rising star Dante Jackson. You could use a rising star. Who's a young player for y'all? I don't watch Steelers play.
Let's do Juju.
Give
him another one.
You can use a 99 rising star Juju Smith-Schuster.
They've already gotten a rising star already this year. They already got Hilton, so I can't claim one.
I think the Redskins are like 3 players though, so they can, they can do what the hell they want to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's just like it's a lot of stuff they can do to just kind of give people other things to do. But also on top of that, they don't force you to engage with their content. Like now they have with the Team of the Year souls being in the game, but there still should be like, hey, top 100 players for Weekend League get a Team of the Year Nat Pack. Why not add that? Top 100 or top 10 players in solo battles get a Team of the Year Nat Pack. Like,
what do you think? What do you think about the people who get those, who are already getting rewarded, complaining about the rewards? Like, does Savage have a leg to stand on?
Oh yeah.
For his packs being bad, or should he just take the coins every week?
Because he's just a YouTuber, he doesn't take the coins, and plus he doesn't need the coins anyway. So like, I understand why he's complaining about it, but the fact that like my big thing was like, why am I pulling packs of 2019 getting 2018 content? You know, shouldn't you upgrade this? Shouldn't it be like kind of higher overalls? Like y'all can keep the coins the same, but increase the overalls. Like it's just the stuff they're not doing. Stuff that the fact that he's been complaining about these packs have been bad since probably November, every fucking week. And it's January, it's 2019, and these packs have not gotten even upgraded once, like to even a smaller base, like a guaranteed 86 in all these packs. Because 86 right now are 20K. So if you don't pull a full legend or a 90 plus playoff item or anything along that, you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, do you think it's hard to change packs? Like, why don't they do it more frequently?
I mean, because they don't care. I mean, they did it last year with the team with the Legends Fantasy Packs. Remember that? They were 4 slots in the last round.
They did. But, like, does that take them to move heaven and earth to do something like that? Because it doesn't feel like it'd be that hard.
No, I don't think... They don't take them much to do anything at all. When there's a glitch out, they can just tweak the odds real quick.
True. That's a really good fucking point.
Yeah, I just think that they...
They did that within, like, a fucking hour or two. What the fuck?
Got up to 8,000 snow. That shit was like, nope, give me my 1,000 snow back. Yes. Yeah, so I
jerks.
Yeah, so I don't think it takes that much. They just don't care. I don't think that Kralo is letting them know. Kralo is doing his job, but at the end of the day, the fact that they haven't upgraded the minimum requirement. I'm out here, this dude Sav's out here getting touchdown packs after winning 25 straight games and pulling 2 or 3 82 overall. Like, what the fuck is that? Please give me an 86. Spit in my face. But don't make, but like, I don't know what I'm saying there. Just give me something a little better. Make like an 86, 86 or 87 plus. Just something along the lines like that so I have a better chance. The fact that I'm still getting low tier elites from old player pools that have literally no value is just a smack in the face for anybody that decided to play those modes. So to take the coins to that point, but obviously since he's a content creator, he wants the packs because pulling something out of packs is more important. Plus, EA knows that. That's why EA gave us a choice this year. They know people are choosing the pack more than taking the coins because they like getting that glitchy pool.
Yeah, they basically put the coins into the game in order to stop people from complaining about bad packs as rewards. But like Savage is a very unique case that he is a YouTuber that does this for the packs, for the video. So I see it's a small use case, but I mean he's getting top. Like there's some content creators. It's a lot of content creators getting top end. So it's more than just like one person and people just want to pull packs too. So I don't feel like that's that hard of an issue to solve. So it's not like gonna take like an enormous amount of resources, even though it's only going for a few people. So yeah, fix the shit, EA, and moving on.
They ain't gotta fix it, right? It just gotta. Maybe, I don't know, just stop saying you're hearing us. Just
do it.
Just be like, don't fix it.
But that's all the communication people can do is say that they're hearing us.
Yeah, don't just say either we're not going to fix it or we're going to fix it. Don't be out here fucking for 6 months.
Well, you can't promise. You can't promise something.
Oh, no, I get that, but like, Jake, just tell Cradle we're not going to upgrade those packs. We don't have any plans on upgrading them right now.
Get fucked,
just
losers.
Fucking stringing us along because like they've been. Well, your feedback has been what does Cradle say? Your
Noted.
feedback has been
passed
noted.
along.
Has been passed. Yeah, passed along. Stop telling me that. Either are they just not listening? Are they fucking just? They got AirPods in?
Dude,
what you're saying?
How much does EA want to tell us to go suck our dick from the back or something? Suck his dick
All
from the
the
back.
time, I bet.
Yeah.
And they basically do every single time they don't get those packs.
Yeah. To eat me, bitch. All right. So hey, what do you think Super Bowl content's gonna look like? I know this podcast depends how early. Hopefully, you can get up early in the morning. But let's do a brief rundown of what you think it's going to be. I think 10 legends, higher, lower, or spot on.
Well, was that blog that thing that posted on somebody tweeted me like a reel about like the Keyshawn Johnson and all the other guys?
Where? What is it?
Shit.
Did you retweet it? Is it on your timeline?
It was like a while ago. Somebody tweeted me and Scummo about it. I don't know if I can be able to find it.
Oh, that one? Those are just like PS4. That's like that's the Super Bowl edition of the game. That's already out. Yeah, that ain't shit.
Super Bowl edition of the game, but I mean, are those not Super Bowl legends though?
Yeah, but that's a pack in the game.
Okay, gotcha.
That's something like when you buy the Super Bowl edition of Madden, you get those cards. They're kind of like starter cards.
Gotcha.
Like 88 overall starter cards. Yeah.
Okay, trash cards basically. 10 legends. We got 2 for 16, or was it 16 teams? We got the heroes, right? The captains, and then we got the Steve Smith and McGinnis. Jeez, if I had to take a guess, it'll probably, because I miss Madden 17 Super Bowl promo. I don't have any idea. Like, it'll probably end up being like the same as what we got recently, with just a set inside a set that puts you to another set.
Yeah, I mean, that's guaranteed almost, right?
Yeah, so maybe we'll probably get 98 overalls that Pirates 99, since we already get the Bobby Wagner and the Gurley, so we'll probably get 2 legends, I would assume.
Well, if we get 2 new legends that are 98 overalls that don't have power-ups, and they still make it so... Wait, no. Sorry, we already got 99 power-ups in the game, don't we?
Yeah, the Gurley and the...
Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
Yeah. So that's bust. Basically, because normally the Super Bowl MVP is the first 99, but I guess the power-up's already there, so fuck for that theory. But yeah, I would assume like the set master. So if we do it like last year, it's 1095s. Hopefully it's like 1096s, so we get more 96 guys that can actually like put on a lot of people's team. They go into a set for like a 98, or it'd go into a set for 99 Super Bowl MVP, wouldn't it? So would you want 96s for that set or 95s Texas? Because it'd be more affordable for the 95s for the Super Bowl master.
I want the higher overall cards because I think 97 overalls get the extra ability.
Right.
So I'd rather have 97s than another bunch of 95s that you basically are stuck with only one ability on.
Good point. I agree with you there. Give me the 96s.
Yeah. Give me a Kevin Green, give me a Reggie White. That's all I really want.
Yeah. So I just read. I looked at Twitter to look at what you're saying. Somebody tweeted me. They broke the fake field goal. So if you call a fake field goal, and he says he runs it with Vic into the end zone, he was rewarded with 0 points, and my opponent was given the ball at the 20. So did they really break the fake field goal?
Are you about to try? I'm gonna try that right now. I'm gonna go boot into a game right now. My PS4 gonna be sounding like a hoverboard right now.
Try it. Yeah. All right. Will you try that? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna go to like a solo?
Yeah, I'm going to the veteran gauntlet, kick a field goal, and just do the fake field goal.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fake field goal run, right? What he said?
Yeah, trying a fake field goal.
Fake field. Which one? Run or pass?
He just said he ran it in with Vic. So run maybe or pass, and then he ran it.
Gotcha.
So Tex, give me a final rating for Team of the Year in these past 2 weeks overall since Team of the Year launched.
What did I give it? 5 the first time? 6 first time? Something like that. I think it was like 6, 7, 8. That's what the score was.
No, I think it was 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stay around. I'm gonna go 3. Because like the players are really good. Like Jamal Adams is better than Sean Taylor. He's my new my new free safety. No,
I thought you hated Sean Taylor.
I did. He sucks, and you clearly saw he sucked when this car comes out. He shits all over him. Like terrible ass car. But
right.
I had to power him up because you and your goons forced me to.
Were we walking behind you at a building and then like we just basically forced our way in?
That's basically what happened. Fake field goal, sprint pass out. All right, let's see how this works.
Okay.
I don't think this is gonna work because I gotta get into an actual game.
Yeah, probably because it's gonna fail you, right?
Yeah, it's gonna fail me. So I should probably go online and try that.
We'll
figure that out later on.
So yeah, I guess my rating for Team of the Year also went down from a 6 to a 4 because we got nothing, absolutely nothing. for like a week straight, we got what, 5 cards? We've gotten 5 cards.
I don't even know if you got cards. We got cards that they said were in packs, but Oshblock back here saying nobody pulling this shit.
Yeah. So we got the 3 legends and the limited times in the last 9 days. 5 cards. So I feel ya. Yeah.
And then like today we finally got the solo sequence where you get a nat one, but that should have been the game last week, and that should have been for other things as well. Like they should have just incorporated that with all the other modes to make you engage in those modes. So I'm telling you, they could have done it in solo battle, they could have done it in fucking draft champion, they could have done it in salary cap.
Yeah. We talked about it earlier. Do you think this was planned, or was this in reaction to people saying there's no content?
I think this was planned.
Okay.
But I think they just planned poorly. Because they have it, like, go back to Madden 17. Remember those Blitz events? They like doing these. But, they just, I don't know why they took so long to do this year. Because that was the first time they actually kind of dabbled in this whole thing where, oh, you pay $1.50 to unlock these 4 games you play. So, if you win these 4 games, then you go ahead and get yourself a playoff player. If you win the second set of games, you get yourself a Team of the Year player. Like, they dabbled with this back then. So I would assume it was on the slate planned to come out, but just the timing of it's just so bad. They didn't want to give us another Nat player last week because they wanted us to have to buy packs this week.
Yeah, I would expect the timing's especially bad because we're more hyped about the Super Bowl promo that's going to be teased tonight when this podcast comes up, or tomorrow out. And so like this thing's kind of like overshadowed by this big honking elephant that's trying to fit its way through the door, and we're like, whoa, that's cool and all this event, but look at that fucking elephant, dude. It's fucking sweet. That fucking trunk? Hell yeah. What is he carrying? Is he carrying a Power Ranger? Fuck yeah. Let me see that Power Ranger. So we're really distracted right now. So that's why it would have been nicer to see it, maybe earlier in the week or last week, like you say, when people are off school too.
Yeah, it's all about, everything in life's all about timing, right? It's all about trying to, like LeGarrette Blount's coming out tomorrow, right? LeGarrette Blount, who I've wanted in Madden since they brought the heavyweight package to the game. I wanted to pull a 90 speed, 250-pound halfback, like 95 truck.
Well, didn't we have that with Bettis?
But this is before Bettis came out.
Oh,
right. This is before Bettis. This is like back in September. Like I think I tweeted put LeGarrette Blount in the heavyweight pack. Yeah, because that'd have been dope. But then now we get LeGarrette Blount today, who's 91 speed, who has a limited time, who you can't put sprinter on, and he's on the Patriots.
And doesn't he have like low break tackle too?
I didn't even see his break tackle. I'll check right now. I'll check his stats out. But a 91 speed halfback to where he only will be good on one team. Because, like, if you're a Buccaneers fan, fuck you. If you're an Eagles fan, fuck you. If you are a Steelers fan, fuck you. If you are a Lions fan, fuck you. Who cares? Only Patriots can use this guy. So I'm just like, why not make him a heavyweight? And why, like, it's just, that card could be so glitchy if you could actually, put sprinter on him and then put him on a team chemistry and just be out here running dudes over.
Yeah. I'm showing on my screen right now. 89 break tackle.
That's bad. That's like right there with Christian McCaffrey. So he weighs a lot. He's gonna be out here getting tackled by like cornerbacks
easily. Sucks. Just hitting A button. Yeah. So that's it. So I guess we'll see. That's all I got for the podcast. For the content, hopefully these next few days with the Super Bowl content, with the next through the week. Are you surprised we didn't get any Pro Bowl content?
Pro Bowl content. I mean, that's Team of the Year. Not surprised at all. We haven't got Pro Bowl content in forever. I missed the days back in Madden 13 where you had to collect all the Pro Bowl starters and then you got to pick something at the end of it. I forgot what it was.
That would have been cool.
You had to collect like Drew. It was like I think it was Pro Bowl Elites actually. I'm gonna go look at Madden 13 Pro Bowl. Hold on, give me a second.
All right, that's fine. I'll just talk while you're looking. My ideal Pro Bowl content would have been something similar like that. It only needs like a few things, right? How about just give every single Pro Bowler a card that didn't get a Team of the Year? Because that way every theme team gets something. Or because is NFL's not is there every team represented at the Pro Bowl?
Basically, it should be every team.
Because in the MLB All-Star Game it's that way. I don't know if the Pro Bowl's that way or not. Because that'd be great for theme teams. So something like that, or even some legends. Like we can never forget about the classic players of the game and their impact on it. So give us some guys that got Pro Bowls in the past. They don't even need to be like necessarily like the superstars, the Michael Irvins of the past. Give us the ones that only came to one Pro Bowl. The flash in the pans, call them. So what's up? What's with 13?
I'm checking right now. The Pro Bowl promo was this, right? You had to collect 40 players that were the AFC, NFC, then they had like memorable playoff performances, right? You got 200,000 coins and 2 cards. And so the players you had to collect in these sets were like 93 Peyton, 98 Tom Brady, 95 Chad Bates, just a bunch of gold, silvers, and other cards that made Pro Bowls.
Yeah.
So you could do that this year, like base elites or core elites.
That would be kind of neat. Well. I would fucking love and that, then, dude.
Like on top of completing that, like obviously these cards end up going up in like the cards are gonna go up in price. And what's the reward? I'm trying to see the reward you got for the AFC. I'm fast forward to the end. Looks like you got a 99 Antonio Cromartie, and this is Madden 13 obviously, so he's gonna have 97 speed, like 99 man, 92 zone. And you got a 99 Marshall Yanda.
All right, that's solid.
Yeah, so just like
have we not had enough of those sets this year that of low cards that go into sets for like big rewards, like the Gold Masters, like the one you said right there with the Pro Bowl. Like, why is it only Team Diamonds right now that we get like that kind of stuff?
Gutfoxx, I don't have the idea. I don't know. Everything like it's like things that just like you want to answer, you just have no you don't have no answer for. I have no idea why certain things are done the way.
Are they just more difficult to code?
No, I just don't think they care. I don't think they care. That's what I think. I think that they saw what they want to do next year, saw what they're not going to do next year. They're kind of just like focusing their whole efforts on what they're going to do next year.
So do you think Mutt is already done, like already designed, the groundwork's already laid for it for next year?
I think that a lot of the stuff that we did this year was we were basically guinea pigs. Like, I doubt Team Kim's going to be as good as they are next year as they are this
That'd be really disappointing.
Daughter, I think they're mad because we're out here breaking the game right now. Sprinter and shit with John Madden, bro. Like, we already got cars 99 speed before they probably wanted us to.
You think they're mad at us for putting? Really?
I think they thought through, but I didn't think that they thought we were gonna spend as much on training as we did.
Maybe.
I think because like some of these players, like Deion Sanders, was done back in November. That was in-game card November.
Yes, very very true. That's what I was hoping for the patch today. I was gonna see like, hey, guess what? Over 100 stats.
Yeah.
Woo!
Ow, bruh. That's not gonna happen probably until after the last competitive tournament. I'm gonna laugh and fucking like here's May, 105 speed, yay!
I would fucking be down for that shit so fast, dude. You'd see me ditch the fucking baseball, all this shit, all these other games we be playing. Yeah. Fuck yeah, we're back on Madden, putting out videos 10 times a day, every hour on the hour, new video. Nah, I think that'd be a good change for the game, but they're not gonna do it. It seems like, which is real sad boy hours.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're mad about it. Like theme teams, I think were great. Sprinter, are there a lot of people complaining about Sprinter and John Madden chems this year? I personally fucking love them. But the thing is, like, it's not April right now though. It is where they make a difference. Like where Sprinter and John Madden, because these cars only have like 95, 96 speed, so they actually like matter. But once we get to April, I can see my opinion on this changing. Because EA is not going to change anything.
Yeah, what's going to happen is they're going to drop like another Randy Moss and be like, why buy that one? Oh, he has a better run block. Oh, he has better spin catch. Like, I don't already have mine out here. With
He's got better art.
Yeah. Oh, he's a golden ticket. Some miles to power him up.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. As of right now, I think because of a lot of us building our teams to the point where we don't really need, like my Steve Smith's out here. He's not overall, but like I'm trying to think of a guy that's like even like Gurley. Is like his next card that comes out. Well, he's already in game as it is. Who's not in game card? Like, Tyreek Hill, for example. That's a better example. Tyreek Hill. My 95 Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna upgrade that card.
No need to.
Why? So I can spin? I can just put a zone on if I need to.
And you should have zone run on him. Yeah, if you don't have the newest card, definitely have zone run.
Yeah, it was like I don't. So why spend what? So if his next card comes, that's gonna be over 1 million coins more than likely. So why spend over 1 million coins on that card? So I think what's gonna happen is people are just not gonna be buying as many of those new cards, which may make a scarcity on the auction block for that because people aren't gonna want to see that. They're not gonna really need to spend that on the upgrade. Like buy free safeties. He's not in game, obviously. Jamal Adams isn't because he'll have the 99 zone, but 94 zone plays just as well as 99, right? Would you say so?
It's pretty close.
Yeah, so 99 speed, 99 hit power. Why upgrade that card? That card's there permanently.
Probably. Like
Kyle Fuller to have 99 speed, 99 man. Like, we're done.
Is it weird some of our strongest memories about Madden are like after the Super Bowl and like the MUT season, and we're looking at MUT season with like, how the fuck are they gonna do that with these stats?
That's all I'm asking. I'm like, yo, if they decide to come out with 105 speed and 105 catching, that shit actually makes difference. No, not gonna make no difference at all. But if we actually see an impact on the field, like a dude's left tackle has 99 like pass block power, but then my 105 pass block power defensive end, I'm just a power move guy, comes out there and runs right by him, then I'll be, I'm here for it. That'd be dope. But I don't know. Bless you?
Yeah, sneeze. Sorry.
Okay. Let me bless you. You're not supposed to tell me to bless you. That's weird.
What? Why not? What's wrong with asking to bless me?
I don't want to bless you.
Dude, just do it. Bless me, Tex.
I just want you to be sick.
Wow. Okay. All right. Now I see how it is. I'm definitely locking the door behind me.
All right, yeah, lock the door. But I'm just like, what are they like? Everybody's like, what are they gonna do come then? Because like, if you're running a theme team, you pretty much got a lot of guys maxed out, and if you're not, you pretty much are already there, unless they do 110 max stats at that point.
Yeah. So that's the only way EA gets out of this, right? There's nothing they can do.
Or we don't buy. Or basically, Mutt dies early.
There's nothing they can do. Like,
yeah.
I would be impressed if they can get themselves out of this box without going over 99 stats.
Dog, they can't unless they fucking do events. Then obviously you're forced to use different players.
There you go. That'd be a good way out.
But like they haven't even discussed fixing that. They talked about it, but they haven't discussed it.
Here's the thing: there is precedent for them putting an event in the game late. Remember when we got salary cap in like April of Madden 16?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely precedent of putting events or game modes in late.
So that'd be kind of fun though. So I mean, I'll bring life into the game from April, May, June, and July, and then going into next year, you can look forward to these events.
Yeah.
Starting in like September. That'd be really dope. And that would be a good way to force people not to use their God squads that are basically done right now.
Yeah, I mean, like, events don't necessarily just need to be limited to overalls, like MLB The Show, or like certain divisions or anything like that. Like, they could be 7-on-7, low gravity. They could be everybody's a mascot now. Like, they could be fun shit that is not necessarily like, all right, now your team can only be silvers or stuff like that. So, we'll see. I'm still skeptical of any of that happening, but it's just two boys dreaming of a better world. Would you say so, Tex?
I agree. I'm looking at my offensive line right now, and I have no point to upgrade unless I want better pass block finesse.
Yeah.
So, there's no point. All these guys, except for my center, have at least 98 pass block power.
Wow.
So,
if you're playing against Texas, bring a lot of finesse move guys.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do, and I'm just gonna rage. But what y'all gonna do in the future, man? What y'all got planned? If you got anything y'all want to announce, I mean, there's a podcast that exists.
Always welcome, Jake, Clint, Kralo, Guru, every single person from EA. Just hit us up. DMs are open to you, and
open.
Anytime. We always want to hear from you.
Yeah, and if you want to come talk, get in my face about y'all taking vacations, bro, I'm here to discuss this because y'all are wrong and I'm right. But
I want to hear that too.
I want to hear your side of the story.
I will take EA's side on that one. Yeah,
all
Texas,
of them
I'm not backing you up like that.
Dog, if one of them did, fine. All of them?
You know damn well not all of them are on vacation. Do you see how fast that shit got patched on my stream?
Dog, there was one guy in a robe that took the picture of the tournament 2 years ago that I had to go to the office and type in some numbers. The one guy that drew the short straw that couldn't leave Orlando because he had to go back to work just to put that number in the system.
So there's one guy there.
One guy out of a team of like 50.
Hey, it counts. Not really, but
not at all.
That's it for the pod. I don't got anything else. You got anything?
Nah, I am good. We'll see you guys next week. We'll go ahead and probably talk about the playoff promo, Super Bowl promo next week, as well as make our predictions. And the loser has to shave their head.
We'll talk about it next week.
I almost agreed to it. All right, we'll see y'all then. Hope y'all enjoyed.
See ya.